The protocol was breached.
It was you.
Halt! Identify yourself.
The phone call. My husband requests a bigger house on base, says his wife and daughter can't fit anymore. Funny thing is, I never asked for that. I practically live at the lab. It's just Jason and Emma at home. Even if his mother showed up to freeload, there'd still be plenty of room. Why the hell would he need more space? I call him. He says it was a clerical error. Come on, babe, I wasn't gonna bother you with something so small. Emma's growing up. She wants her own room. You know how kids are. Just put in a good word for us, yeah? Get us the biggest unit with the best location. Love you, wifey. I hang up. For the first time in years, I request personal leave from the lab. Then I call my father. Dad, Jason's cheating. I need divorce papers. Make it fast. When word gets out that the lab's #1 workaholic has a fire burning at home, my driver floors it. Half a day later, I'm back at the base. I rush toward the housing compound, but the MP at the gate steps in front of me. Ma'am, I'm gonna need to see some ID. I'm Colonel Reed's wife. I try to walk past. 2 arms block me cold. We only have one Colonel Reed, ma'am. His wife is Ms. Miller. She teaches at the base school. Everyone knows her. You're impersonating a military spouse. I wouldn't push this if I were you. My blood runs cold. So Jason really does have something going on. I don't want a scene at the gate. I pull out my DARPA credentials, and only then does the MP let me through. But I don't go home. I head straight for the school. I want to see exactly how bold this so-called colonel's wife really is. My federal clearance gets me into the principal's office without a single question. I'm Emma Reed's mother. 2nd grade. I'm here for an inspection. The principal's jaw drops. Emma's mother is one of our teachers, Crystal Miller. So this woman can't wait to play mommy to my daughter. Does she think I'm dead? Where is Crystal Miller? I want to see her. Now, in the classroom, the so-called Mrs. Reed is scrawling on the whiteboard, her handwriting crooked, her spelling a mess. I can barely watch. Through the glass, she turns and sees me standing outside. Her hand freezes. The marker drags a long, ugly streak across the board. She doesn't even finish the lesson. She bolts out of the classroom, grabs my arm like she's terrified I'll say something in front of the kids. Mia? Why are you're back? This isn't a good place to talk. Let's go, not here. So she knows exactly what she's done. The cuckoo's nest. Crystal drags me home with trembling hands, and I finally get a good look at the woman who's been living my life. She's wearing my old designer dress, my gold necklace, my bracelet. Even my favorite earrings, the drop ones Jason gave me for our anniversary. She catches me staring and shrinks back, her voice barely a whisper. I'm an old friend of Jason's. He felt sorry for me, single mom, no family, so he let me stay as a housekeeper. Dr. Quinn, please don't get the wrong idea. Don't get the wrong idea? What she really means is don't make a scene. I take a breath and look around the yard. My orchids are gone. All of them. Replaced with cheap plastic flowers. The garden I designed from scratch, wiped clean. The anger starts climbing up my spine. I step toward the front door and shove my key into the lock. It doesn't turn. Someone changed the locks on my own house. My jaw clenches so hard my teeth nearly crack. I turn to Crystal. Open the door. Crystal's eyes fill with tears, but she doesn't move. Just stands there, whimpering. I can't. Please don't make this hard for me. I'm just the housekeeper. I'm standing outside my own home, and the housekeeper won't let me in. What kind of bullshit is this? She doesn't budge. Fine. I nod, pull my Beretta from my bag, and put a round straight through the lock. The blast echoes across the yard. Crystal damn near jumps out of her skin. I don't even look at her. I kick the door open and walk in. What I see makes me laugh, a cold, bitter laugh. Fancy chocolates and imported candy on the table. In the bedroom, a silk nightgown draped across a red satin pillow. I open the closet. Clothes, shoes, bags, blankets, stuffed to the brim, nearly spilling out. No wonder he wants a bigger house. My little home can't hold all this crap. Crystal hovers behind me, twisting her fingers. Dr. Quinn, this is all just a misunderstanding. She's shaking, but my eyes are locked on the wall. Teacher of the Year, Crystal Miller. Outstanding Educator, Crystal Miller. Most Improved Student, Fiona. Honor Roll, Fiona. I catch Crystal sliding sideways, trying to block something. I shove her out of the way. Now I see what she was hiding. Family photos. Taped all over the bottom of the wall. In every single one, Crystal is snuggled up against Jason's shoulder. A little girl stands between them, Fiona, based on those awards. Fiona is wearing the designer dress I shipped home for Emma, the patent leather boots I picked out, the butterfly hair clip I made by hand during my one free weekend. 3 of them, smiling, happy, a perfect little family. Where's my daughter? The storage closet. I tear through the bedroom, the closet, the bathroom. There isn't a single trace of Emma anywhere. Crystal stumbles after me, trying to block my way. I kick her aside. Room by room, I search. And I finally find it. In the storage closet at the back of the house, a pile of old blankets on the concrete floor. A makeshift bed, shoved between mops and paint cans. This is where my daughter sleeps. Crystal stands in the doorway, her face a picture of misery, shaking like a leaf. And then a voice from the front gate. They said there was a fire at our place. Is it out? Babe, are you okay? I narrow my eyes. Jason Reed comes barreling through the door, drenched in sweat, and grabs Crystal. His hands are all over her, checking her up and down. Crystal, your face, you're so pale. Where's the fire? Are you hurt? Don't worry, I'm here. I'll protect you. Nothing's gonna happen to you. He wraps his arms around her and holds her tight. Behind him, the neighbors start coughing. Colonel Reed, we didn't mean your house was on fire. We meant your home life is blowing up. Jason looks up, confused. His eyes meet mine as I step out of the storage closet. The crowd outside the gate explodes. That's the woman. She showed up claiming to be Colonel Reed's wife. I heard a gunshot from the Reed house. Does she have a weapon? I teach with Crystal. I saw the whole thing at school. This woman says she's Emma's real mother. Oh, this is gonna be good. I ignore all of it. My eyes are locked on Jason. So you've got nothing to say to me? Jason's gaze flickers. He starts to step toward me, but Crystal bursts into tears. Jason, she called me horrible things. She hit me. If you weren't here, I don't know what I'd do. Jason's foot freezes mid-step. A long pause. Then he clenches his jaw, like he's made up his mind. Apologize to Crystal. Right now, in front of everyone. Tell them you lost your mind for a second. I stare at him, my own husband, standing right in front of me. Jason Reed, who the hell gave you the nerve to ask me to trash my own reputation to cover for you and your side piece? Jason panics. He clamps his hand over my mouth. Mia, I'm giving you a way out and you won't take it? Then don't blame me. He raises his voice, turning to the crowd. This woman is delusional. She's been obsessed with me for years. My wife, my only wife, has always been Crystal. Slapped down. I nearly black out from rage. The man I built from nothing, and this is what he does. I bite down on the hand over my mouth. Hard. When Jason flinches, I slap him across the face with everything I've got. You better think real carefully before you open your mouth again. In front of everyone, Jason snaps. He backhands me so hard I hit the ground. The neighbors scatter, then crowd back in. See? I told you she was the one causing trouble. Colonel Reed treats Crystal like a queen. No way he's messing around. She had it coming. Trying to wreck a happy family? She's lucky a slap is all she got. Half my face is numb. I reach for my gun. And then a small body crashes into me, arms around my waist. Mommy. It takes me a second to recognize her. She's so thin, so dark, so small. My daughter, my Emma. I drop everything and pull her into my arms. Emma, baby, what happened to you? Your skin and bones. Emma sniffles and stretches her little arms out wide, shielding me. Don't you hurt my mom. Leave her alone. The crowd goes dead silent. Wait, isn't that Crystal's kid? Why is she calling this woman mom? Hold on. Is the colonel actually caught up in something? Jason didn't expect Emma home from school this early. He yanks her away from me. Shut your mouth. She's my sister-in-law. My brother passed away, and she lost it after that. I took Emma in out of pity, so she could grow up with Fiona. That's all. I didn't want to claim her because she's mentally unstable. She thinks I'm my brother. She harasses Crystal. You see why I couldn't deal with her, right? The neighbors nod along. What a saint. If it were me, I wouldn't raise some crazy woman's kid. So what do we do with her, Colonel? Can't have her staying here if she's going to terrorize Crystal. Crystal's lips curl into a vicious little smile. She tugs Jason's arm. Honey, maybe we should send her to a psychiatric facility. That way she can never mess with our lives again. In front of everyone, Jason nods. My nails dig into my palms so hard they draw blood. I carried this man to where he is. And now he wants to lock me in a psych ward. Everyone knows what that means. Once you go in, you don't come out. And even if you do, my career would be over. No clearance. No lab. No research. Nothing. Jason Reed is trying to destroy my entire life. Guards take them. The neighbors praise his tough love. Then Fiona, wearing my daughter's dress, pushes through the crowd, pointing at Emma. And send that freeloader away too. She steals our leftovers every day. My dog is starving because of her. My blood boils. So all those paychecks I sent home, every single dollar, and my own daughter is fighting the dog for scraps? I'm shaking with fury. But Jason just nods calmly. Fiona's right. Get rid of both of them. Nobody eats before my princess's dog. Fiona twirls in her stolen dress. Emma cries. Daddy, I'm your daughter. Mom is your wife. Jason frowns and swats her hand away like she's a bug. I helped you because you had some connection to my family. But today you attacked my wife and child, so you deserve everything that's coming. Guards, take them. 2 armed MPs step forward. The crowd clicks their tongues. See how far she pushed him? What a shameless woman. He raises her kid and she turns around and bites the hand that feeds her. Lock her up. She deserves it. Emma wails, begging Jason not to send us away. I clench my jaw and stand up. My eyes sweep over every single face in that crowd. Guards, arrest this man. Adultery, abuse of power, mistreatment of his wife and child. Do it now. Jason's face twitches. Then he laughs. Mia, you think this is your little lab? This is a military base. I'm the highest-ranking officer here. These men answer to me. Crystal clings to his arm, batting her lashes. You heard him. Jason's in charge here. Guards, what are you waiting for? Get this psycho out of here. Emma sees the MPs reach for their holsters and screams, but she still plants herself between me and the guns. Don't take my mom. She's a scientist. She's done things for this country. She's not crazy. The crowd laughs. Runs in the family, apparently. If she were really some big-shot scientist, she wouldn't be roaming around a military base throwing a tantrum. Lock them both up. Mother and daughter, a pair of parasites. Jason smirks, feeding off every word. Hear that, Mia? Once you go into that facility, you're never coming out. You put your hands on my wife. This is what you get. I take a deep breath. I look Jason dead in the eye. Good. Now I know exactly where you stand. Do it. Since these 3 love playing crazy so much. Throw all of them into that psych ward. Let them find out what it really feels like. The turn. The moment I give the order, 2 guns press against the backs of Jason's and Crystal's heads. The smug grins freeze on their faces. This time, the one screaming and crying isn't Emma. It's Fiona. Are you idiots blind? Get your hands off my mom and dad. She kicks and punches at the MP. He pushes her back with one shove. She lands on her butt, stunned, speechless. Crystal shrieks when she sees her daughter go down. Jason. Do something. What is happening? They're your people. Jason snaps back to reality and lunges at the MP. Have you lost your goddamn minds? I said grab her. His hand doesn't even make contact. The MP twists his arm behind his back and pins him to the ground. Sorry, Colonel. Orders from above. Adultery. Abuse of power. Mistreatment of your legal wife and daughter. General Quinn is on his way. He told us personally, keep this man and his mistress right here. Harshest punishment on the books. Jason goes white. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't do any of that. Crystal is my wife. That woman is the crazy one. Let me go, you're scaring my family. Even now, even with his face in the dirt, it's still Crystal he's worried about. I pick up Emma and hold her close. Then I walk over to Jason and slap him across the face. Hard. If I'd raised a dog instead of you, at least the dog would have wagged its tail. I pulled you up from nothing, Jason. Private to Colonel. And this is how you repay me. Jason stares at me like he wants me dead. I earned this rank with my own sweat and blood. You had nothing to do with it. I don't know what kind of stunt you pulled to buy off these guards, but I will find out and I will bury you. You'll rot in a cell for the rest of your life. Next to him, Crystal sobs. Mia, stop this. I know you're in love with my husband, but bribing military personnel? That's a federal crime. Just let him go and we can talk this out like adults. Catching up. I believe in fairness. So I give Crystal 2 slaps too. You said I hit you earlier. I hadn't, actually. Consider this me catching up. And Crystal, you moved into my home, wore my clothes, used my jewelry, played mommy to my child, knowing full well he had a wife. Trust me, when the charges come down, yours won't be any lighter than his. Fiona sees her mother get slapped and loses it. She swings at Emma. Your mom hits my mom. I'll kill you. I'm not the type to play fair when it comes to my kid. I put Fiona on the ground with one kick. You wore my daughter's dresses, her boots, her hair clips, like they were made for you. Take a look at yourself. You're not fit to touch a single thing that belongs to my Emma. I pull the butterfly clip off Fiona's head and carefully pin it into Emma's hair, thin and dry from months of bad nutrition. Emma, I'm making you a promise right now. From today on, I will protect you. No one will ever hurt my daughter again. Emma crumbles. She throws herself into my arms and sobs so hard her whole body shakes. Mommy, they wouldn't let me eat. They made me get on my hands and knees so Fiona could ride me like a horse. I nod. My teeth are clenched so tight my jaw aches. I grab a branch off the ground and start swinging right at Jason and Crystal. You ate my food, spent my money, lived in my house, and you made my daughter suffer for it. From this day on, your lives are over. The neighbors who'd been mocking me minutes ago? Dead silent now. What? Why are the MPs listening to her? Look at the front door. That lock was blown off with a gun. You think some random woman walks onto a military base with a firearm and federal credentials if she's nobody. So she really is the colonel's wife? But we've never even seen her before. Jason's face is tomato red. He screams from the ground. Mia, tell them to let me go. Say this was all a setup. Say you did this because you're obsessed with me. You hear me? If you keep pushing, I'll go over your head. I'll go straight to your lab and drag you down myself. I look at the man thrashing on the ground. Not a single feeling left. The director. I look at Jason, at the man I spent years building from the ground up, and feel nothing. When we met, he was nobody. A private getting hazed by the other guys in his unit. I was visiting the base with my father, saw him getting pushed around, and pulled some strings to help. After that, Jason kept showing up. Said he wanted to repay me. We spent time together. Things were simple back then, and before I knew it, we were together. My parents couldn't stand him. No rank, no ambition, no prospects. But I was stubborn. They held their noses and signed off on the marriage. Emma came not long after. Once my parents had a granddaughter, they couldn't bear the thought of her growing up rough. So they pulled every string they had and pushed Jason up the ladder, all the way to colonel. Meanwhile, my project at the lab was at its most critical phase. I went back weeks after giving birth and barely came home since. I thought I was doing my part, serving my country at the lab while my husband and daughter lived a good life at home. I never imagined that every bit of suffering my daughter endured came from her own father. Every paycheck I sent home, every package, every gift, all of it went to some other woman's kid. I grabbed Jason by the collar and slapped him twice more. Jason is humiliated on his own turf. He's practically foaming at the mouth. Mia, I'll take this straight to your lab. I'll have you fired. Before he finishes, a low voice cuts through from outside the crowd. No need to come to us. I'm here in person to see exactly who's been messing with my lead researcher, Dr. Mia Quinn. 2 rows of armed escorts part the crowd. A man in his 50s steps through. The neighbors fall silent and clear a path without being told. My eyes sting. I sniffle. Dr. Chambers. I didn't mean to drag you all the way out here. Someone in the crowd recognizes him and gasps. That's Dr. Chambers, the director of the Defense Weapons Program. I saw him at an awards ceremony once. So this Mia woman really is from the lab. She wouldn't lie about something like that. Jason married way above his pay grade, and he still went out and found someone on the side. Jason sees the director and his jaw drops. He stammers for a moment, then forces out a groveling tone. Dr. Chambers, sir, let's talk inside. Dr. Chambers doesn't bite. Well, would you look at that? Our Emma's out here skin and bones, while this no-name mother-daughter duo is fed like royalty. And now you want to talk inside? Colonel, that tells me you know exactly how guilty you are. Filth. A few words from Dr. Chambers, and the entire crowd flips. Jason, if you're any kind of man, you'll explain yourself right here in front of all of us. No wonder something always felt off. Crystal can barely spell. The only reason she still has a teaching job is because of you. Is she really your wife? What the hell is going on? Spit it out. In this world, reputation is everything. Cornered by the crowd, Jason nearly snaps. All of you, back off. This is my personal business. It's got nothing to do with any of you. But the crowd isn't having it. Oh, it's got everything to do with us. If you're really a cheater, we'll report you ourselves. You were happy enough to let us trash Mia 5 minutes ago. Stood there looking righteous. What's wrong? Can't handle the heat now. I always wondered, 2 kids in one house, one wearing designer boots, the other with holes in her shoes. We all thought Emma was adopted. Turns out she's the real daughter, and he's been starving his own child. Come to think of it, Emma and Fiona are about the same age. That means Fiona. That hits me too. If Fiona really is Jason's, then he was sleeping with Crystal before I even left for the lab. I turned to Crystal, eyes cold. When did this start? Tell me everything. Crystal looks desperately at Jason. Jason's eyes are wild. He keeps winking at her, trying to signal something. Then Fiona, who's been quiet this whole time, shoves me aside and points straight at Dr. Chambers. You slut. You're accusing my parents? I think you're the one screwing this old man. I almost choke. This kid can't be more than 7, and she's already this vicious. God knows what my Emma has been through, alone with these people. Nobody takes Fiona seriously, but Crystal latches onto it like a lifeline. That's right. Mia, you and this Chambers guy are the ones having an affair. Why else would you disappear for years? And the second something happens, he comes running to back you up? Even gives you control of the MPs? You want to throw dirt on us? You're the dirty ones. Your lab is nothing but a den of filth. I'll take this all the way to Washington. If I have to, I'll bring every single one of you down. The general. The crowd goes quiet. Every pair of eyes flicks between me and Dr. Chambers. You know, she's got a point. Why would a big shot like Dr. Chambers personally show up for some random family drama? Oh, come on, she's a researcher. She doesn't have time for that kind of thing. How do you know? They're locked up in that lab together day and night. Nobody ever comes home. Who knows what's going on in there? My lungs nearly explode. We wake up before dawn. We run experiments until we can't stand. We collapse on cots for a few hours and start again. Nobody complains because we're doing something that matters. We don't come home because we're trying to keep this country from falling behind. Men and women, side by side, working like mules, and these people have the nerve to twist it into something filthy? I pull my gun and aim it at Crystal's head. Say that one more time. I dare you. I will put a bullet in your skull right here. Crystal's knees buckle. She crumples to the ground, but her mouth keeps running. See, she's guilty. She wants to kill me to shut me up. Jason scrambles away from Crystal, tripping over himself. Mia, don't do anything stupid. You shoot someone in front of all these witnesses, you think you'll get away with it. Before I can respond, Dr. Chambers speaks. This woman just publicly accused me and our nation's top researcher of having an affair. Even if she shot dead right here, nobody would dare collect the body. And you, Colonel, your mistress just slandered me to my face. As of today, consider your military career over. Jason's eyes go wide. On what authority? Your lab has no jurisdiction over me. You're overstepping. Mia, you publicly humiliated me today, and I will remember every second. I'm going straight to my commanding officer. Let's see if he sides with me, or some random scientist he's never met. The words barely leave his mouth when a military jeep rolls to a stop outside the crowd. The door opens. When people see who steps out, the murmuring explodes again. That's General Quinn. How did this get all the way up to the general? Jason sees my father and lights up. He stumbles forward, practically falling at his feet. General Quinn, sir, thank God you're here. This woman conspired with the lab to humiliate me in public. I'm one of yours, sir. This is a slap in your face. You have to stand up for me. My father surveys the scene with narrowed eyes. Someone immediately fills him in on every detail. When the report is finished, a thin, cold smile spreads across his lips. He looks at Jason, then at Crystal. Crystal is trembling under his gaze, whimpering at Jason. Honey, General Quinn looks just as sharp as you always said. I'm sure he'll take our side. Before she can finish, my father steps forward and kicks her square in the mouth. Crystal screams and clutches her face. Blood pours between her fingers. 2 front teeth clatter on the pavement. Jason goes completely still. Sir, what are you doing? My father doesn't let him off either. A fist to Jason's temple drops him to the ground. Then a boot to his mouth. When Jason opens his mouth again, 4 front teeth are gone. He howls in pain, voice cracking with disbelief. Why are you doing this? Are you with them too? Is there no justice left in this world? You people are monsters. The neighbors don't dare breathe. They stare at the blood on the ground in stunned silence. My father clasps his hands behind his back, calm as ever. That, Jason, is the price for running your filthy mouths, publicly slandering my daughter. My daughter. Jason forgets how to scream. Mia is your daughter? Mia, say something. How can you be General Quinn's daughter? Why didn't you ever tell me? You said your parents were just regular military. I shrug. A general isn't regular military? Jason, the only mistake my father ever made in his life was promoting an ungrateful piece of trash like you just so his granddaughter could have a decent life. Total silence. Then the crowd erupts. Mia is General Quinn's daughter? Then unless she's lost her mind, why would she need to scheme against some colonel? Everything she said is true. Jason and Crystal should be court-martialed on the spot. You backstabbing son of a bitch. Your wife and father-in-law handed you a career, and the second you make colonel, you trade them in? And you had the balls to call General Quinn's daughter a psychopath? To try to lock her up? You're out of your mind. They lied to our faces, dragged her name through the mud. And now they're surprised? They deserve every single tooth they lost. Jason's face is white as paper. He stares at me dazed. Mia, why didn't you tell me sooner? I didn't know you were behind everything. His eyes go wet. His expression shifts, suddenly soft, suddenly complicated. I had no idea you sacrificed so much for me. I was wrong, Mia. I'll send Crystal and Fiona away today. We'll start over. I'll treat you right, I swear. You rushed back here because you want to save this marriage, right? I get it now. Forgive me. Please. I roll my eyes and throw the divorce papers in his face. Jason Reed, the second you laid a hand on my daughter, we were done. And don't bother sending them away. I already told you all 3 of you are going to that psych ward for the rest of your lives. Crystal hears that and shakes Jason like a rag doll. I'm not going to a psych ward. Fiona is just a child. Do something. Save us. Fiona screams and clings to Jason's leg. Daddy, you promised. You said once Mia was gone, you'd bring us home for good. You said you'd treat me like a princess. You have to help us. Well, there it is. Case closed. Fiona was his before we even got married. Jason lunges to cover Fiona's mouth. Mia, don't listen to her. She's making things up. I'm not her father. I just felt sorry for them, that's all. Crystal snaps. Jason Reed, are you kidding me? You came home on leave and crawled into my bed. You said you'd dump your boring wife and be with me. That's the only reason I followed you here. You don't get to throw me under the bus now. Jason loses it. He slaps Crystal so hard her face swells on contact. Shut up. You seduced me. You targeted me on purpose. You gold-digging whore. 2 minutes ago, they were a loving couple. Now they're tearing each other apart. Not worth remembering. The neighbors watch with wide eyes. Wasn't Jason always bragging about how much he loves his wife? Guess that was all an act. The second he makes Colonel, he finds himself a side piece. The second he finds out his real wife has power, he drops the side piece like a hot rock. The man has a different face for every occasion. Poor Emma. Her mom handed Jason everything on a silver platter, and the kid gets treated like trash. Good thing her real mother showed up. God knows what would have happened to that girl. Emma seems to sense my sadness. Her tiny fingers wrap around mine. Mommy, it's not your fault. I know you didn't come home because you were doing important work. Emma shouldn't hold you back. This is the bad guy's fault, not yours. Tears stream down my face. Dr. Chambers, I'd like to propose building a school near the lab, so the researchers' kids don't have to be so far from their parents. Dr. Chambers nods. I'll file the request and push it through. Take 3 days off. Spend some time with your daughter. And make sure this mess gets wrapped up properly. Emma hears that and jumps with joy. Jason calls out to her desperately. Emma, tell Mommy you don't want Daddy to go. Tell her to let me stay. Emma gives him one cold look. Then she turns around and buries her face in my chest. Mommy, I don't want him anymore. I smile and stroke her hair. Then I look at my father. General, I think these 3 have a serious mental condition. No sane person would move his mistress into his wife's home, let the mistress's kid abuse his own daughter, and then publicly call his wife a lunatic. They clearly need professional help. Better get them admitted as soon as possible. My father, a man who never smiles, can't quite keep a straight face. Makes sense. Let's do exactly that. The 3 of them beg and wail. But all they get in return is laughter from the crowd. Not long after, all 3 are diagnosed with a psychiatric disorder and committed to a facility. Permanently. Emma is tougher than I expected. She doesn't blame me. Not once. She even comforts me, tells me not to feel guilty. The school near the lab is built within months. I bring Emma back with me. Other researchers bring their kids too. During the day, off-duty colleagues take turns teaching. At night, I pick Emma up and bring her back to our room. She tells me about her day, all the funny things the other kids said. I watch her fall asleep, peaceful and safe, and for the first time in years, I breathe. As for Jason Reed, Emma never mentions him again. And I never bother to check. He's just a mental patient now. Not worth remembering.